Hi, it's Dianehaworth here, heart-centered success coach and founder of the Principles. And today I'm going to talk about why the time to celebrate is now. If you're like a lot of us, when you look around in the world, doesn't seem like there's a lot to celebrate. What I want to remind you of is why it's important not only to celebrate, but to celebrate now and what you have to celebrate. Birthdays, anniversaries, things that happen in work, celebrating any win, any point of joy is really important for us now more than ever. So, why is that? Let me give you three main reasons. First is any kind of celebration strengthens our connection. Our connection to what? As a heart-centered coach, I'm always looking at how do we strengthen that connection to the divine within. So it strengthens that connection to celebrate our connection with our community, with our friends, with our family, with any group that we're gathering with, either in person or online, to celebrate an event or an achievement. That connection is something that we need as humans. Now, I happen to think that when we are connecting with others, that's always an opportunity to connect to that part of us that understands the oneness, that understands that everyone is our brother and sister, and it helps strengthen that connection when we celebrate. So that's the first thing, connection. Second reason to celebrate is it tends to bring out joy. Joy is your birthright. And it's easy to forget sometimes when we get caught up in our everyday struggles or challenges, or we see things on the news that concern us. All of that you can take care of. And be sure to be connecting to that joy within you. A lot of my clients will say, well, how do you know there's joy? I don't feel any joy. I can understand that. There's certainly times in our lives when we're grieving, or there are situations that cause us to worry, bring us stress, and it can feel like we're disconnected from our joy. However, when you look at tiny children and you see their curiosity and the way they explore the world, and how much fun they have. That same essence, that divine essence that you see played out so beautifully in young children, it's still within you. And celebrations help us tap back into that. When we are gathered with friends and family, maybe our work colleagues, and there's music and maybe good food and conversation, and we get a chance to hug each other, that helps reinforce that joy. And joy helps boost our mood, helps alleviate stress, alleviate loneliness, and it helps reinforce happiness. So it's really mentally and physically a wonderful thing for you to do. To reconnect to that joy, and finding a reason to celebrate is absolutely one of those things that helps us remember the joy, right? Third thing I wanted to mention is celebrations help us mark progress. And we do this all the time. That's what birthdays are, right? We are marking someone's progress through life. And rather, with tiny babies, we're marking their 1 month and their 2 month and their 3 month birthdays. Or you're at the other end and we're marking and celebrating someone's 80th birthday or their 90th or their 100th. Each of those milestones are something to celebrate. Same way as we progress through any kind of school system, a certification program, celebrating these wins, whether you've just graduated with a PhD from a prestigious college, or you just finished an online course. Maybe you just finished a series of webinars that you're the only one that was affected, but it was a goal you set for yourself. That's something to celebrate, as are weddings and anniversaries and the births of babies. If you think about it, we even still celebrate birthdays of people who've passed. So why is that? Because what we're celebrating is the love that still exists between us and the person who is on the other side of the veil. Throughout celebrations, it is the love that we're celebrating. And it is always the right time to celebrate love. So I'm going to invite you to find reasons to celebrate today. Maybe it's that you got up. Maybe you've been feeling stressed, and maybe you've been feeling depressed, and you have found this video. Celebrate life in whatever form that means to you today. Take a walk. Go look at a beautiful picture that you already have in your house, something that really brings you joy. But bring in this energy of celebration. Bring in the celebration. It's always the right time to celebrate. Okay, I love you lots. I would really appreciate it if you hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, share this with anybody you think might be interested in having these kinds of inspirational videos, and I look forward to seeing you next time.